CNN, and that would be Harry Enton. He does a lot of their analysis when it comes to the election. He looks at the numbers, he crunches them, and I would argue that his assessments are better than others in corporate media. And that's a very low bar to set, but his are actually pretty honest. Better than Fox News, far better than MSNBC. We have this article over at Red State that highlights one of his most recent analyses, and it is something that, again, falls into the category of probably pretty accurate. Danger zone, it says. CNN number cruncher Harry Enton throws cold water on Kamala HQ in latest polling analysis. Watching the media, left-wing euphoria on national and state-level polling numbers since Democrat elites forced Joe Biden out of the presidential race and installed Kamala Harris in his place has been an exercise in frustration, mixed with sprinklings of hilarity along the way. But not long after the Democrat National Convention, reality soon intruded, and the Harris-Waltz political honeymoon fizzled to some extent, with GOP presidential nominee Donald Trump edging her out earlier this month in a Siena New York Times national poll, as we previously reported. And as I previously reported, I said that they did that intentionally, expecting Kamala Harris to do so poorly during the debate. They needed to set the bar lower for her by saying, oh, look, she's, her polling numbers are bad just a day before the election. And then after the debate, and then after the debate, they would say, "Oh, look, it wasn't as bad as everybody's saying." And then it's like, "Oh, wait a second, we think that she won the debate, so let's go ahead and anyway, you get the idea." But the poll also showed that voters were eager for a candidate who could bring about change, and viewed Trump as a change agent over Harris, 53 to 25%. Which no doubt was a major blow to the Harris campaign, and as she's laughably been promoting herself as the change candidate despite being the current vice president. And they're still doing that. I mean, even today I was, I forgot whose tweet I was replying to, but I replied to somebody's tweet who they were talking about how they are trying to position her as current VP as somehow she's going to be a change agent, even though she is the most senior member of the White House currently who doesn't have dementia. Which means that she's sort of already in charge. So what exactly do they expect the people to think? Unfortunately, we don't know what the people will think, and the vast majority of Americans, particularly Democrats, have that sort of sheepish, NPC, non-player character persona about them to where they can't really grasp logic. None of the reality doesn't set in as easily for them, and they just sort of do what they're told. So if they're told, Kamala's a change agent, they sit there and say, Kamala's a change agent. Bah. And they don't actually literally say that, but they might as well be literally saying that.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.